Hello everybody. We just got through cutting our chicken and got the pieces ready. Once you're through cutting your chicken, you make sure to rinse your chicken. And I've got my plate over here of all my chicken that's been rinsed. After you've cut it, you want to make sure it's rinsed out off really well. I've got my seasonal that I make myself. One time I'll show you how I put this together because I like to know what's in my seasonal. But I have my seasonal and I have basil. I love basil. And I'm going to show you what I do to make my broiled basil chicken. It's healthier than frying. So I take the pieces and I line them in the dish to where they'll fit. And I keep the skin on. If you want to take the skin off, you can. But I like leaving the skin on. And you just line it up. I lined it in there. And I did wash my hands afterwards. And after this, I'll be washing my hands. You just make sure you sprinkle your seasonal all over on one side of it. And I like really covering it really good. And then I could sprinkle the basil. Whoops, basil. And if you do a whoops on the basil, it's fine. Basil covered all over this chicken is going to be really good. Turn it over because I like doing both sides, not just one. Too many times on these cooking shows, they do just one side, and I'm like, okay, what about the other side? So I've got this turned over, and I do the seasonal sprinkled all the way over it, and I sprinkle the seasonal all over it on the other side. And then I sprinkle basil all over this side as well. I went, all over the side. I went to the dollar store. I just got the dollar store brand. Basil works. And I get the dollar store spices, and I'll show you another time how I put that together. And I've got basil, season all over it, basil all over it. I didn't cook the back. The back is still over there. And I didn't cook the liver. I don't end up eating the liver. Those are two things I would need help with on what to do to cook those. My oven's been preheating on 350. I'll cook this and watch and make sure that it's done. One of the good tips to know if your chicken is done, if you'll, on your thumb, the bottom side of your hand, if you'll touch that, it's kind of squishy. If you'll tighten up your thumb and you feel it there, if your chicken feels like that, it's done. If it feels like that, it's not, because your hand feels squishy. When you tighten up your thumb, it feels firm. And if you feel your chicken with a fork and it feels like that, that means it's done. So, be watchful of that when you cook that. Time-wise, can't tell you about how long. I usually do the test to make sure that it looks like it's done with my fork. And we'll we'll take out the breast meat and we'll kind of do a cut on the biggest piece of the meat to make sure it's good and done. And so that's how we make the basil chicken after we've cut the chicken. And then you'll make you some sides with that, whichever you like. We'll probably be making mashed potatoes and putting corn with it. So that's a good meal, and with sweet tea. So, and that's my chicken. And thank you for watching my 2 videos, and be watchful of some more the next video. I don't know what it'll be, so as it goes, y'all leave me, like my video, comment down here what you think about this. I'll do another video to pull it out and I'll show you what it looks like. So stay tuned.